that. Go
and you're expecting me to go in the first? Oh boy.
No, in the wooden ladle. It's the only place I can park. You gotta pay for this. That's why you gotta talk to me, Dave. When I kept telling you got plenty of time, you got an hour, you didn't say anything.
Before I could react, it was too late. Yeah, we're way past that. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. What am I doing again?
You gotta pay for it.
Do I need to tell them something specifically?
No, they already got the order. You're picking it up.
Hi, guys. I am incredibly sorry. My father pulled a fast one on me and made me, because we didn't even have dinner available at the house. We didn't have dinner available at the house. And so, because of that, I had no choice. I'm supposed to pick up something for Gary, please. Gary? Yes. Where is she? I'm sorry. He pulled a real fast one on me, you guys. I wasn't expecting to be doing this right now. So I told him 7 o'clock I was going to get started. And now... And I tried to put a thing to Instagram saying that I was going to run a little late, but it's not uploaded to me, so I had no choice but to do this. 2408.
Alright, well, you remember how this works. You go in there, remember Patrick, the other Patrick, signed up for the summertime game. You're standing there, you're sitting there. You all remember that.
I'm pretty sure my calendar said 7 o'clock. Then again, Ashley's not showing up here yet, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry this is going to be awkward, but blame him, don't blame me.
We'll talk about this later. We gotta communicate every day. Sorry you had a problem though. I respect it.
Thank you.
But that's why I thought it was 8 o'clock. That's why I wasn't worried.
I'm pretty sure the calendar said 7.
Well, I thought I saw. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Spotlight.
Thank you.
You gotta put your people don't know.
I know,
I know. The cops will see.
Alright, guys. This is going to be a little bit awkward, but here we go. Hi, Ashley.
Hello. pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very sorry I'm a little late. My father pulled a fast one on me, and I had to grab my go get curbside dinner.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I was gonna wait until I was safely and comfy in my room, but apparently I didn't have a choice.
Right, yeah.
Unreal. It's unreal. But how you been?
What's that?
How you been?
I've been doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Uh, so you've still been writing away pretty much?
Did you say something?
Hang on, I got something to take my headphones. Because you probably can't hear because of the headphones. So you've been writing pretty much since you last chatted?
Here and there, not very much. Been busy with a lot of other stuff.
Like what? What's been up?
Oh, just been talking with some. Well, I just got asked to sing the national anthem for a state senator event, I guess you could say. So I got that going for me, and I've got a lot of people just calling me up and I guess booking like interviews and stuff. So my calendar is filling up really fast.
So what's this state senate thing again?
It's like a state senate congression or some like get together, or a state senator's running up against another state senator, and they're asking me to sing the national anthem at this event.
Oh, so it's the election thing, pretty much.
I guess you could say that it's like for two senators going after each other, or competing against each other.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, it'll be my first one, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, first one in a while, huh?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Very cool.
Fun. It'll be fun.
How was your hangout with your out of town friend the weekend you were at? You said you were out of town last weekend visiting your
Yes.
out of town friend. How did that go?
It actually went really well. They had their kids, and they couldn't leave their house, so we went to go see them, and we just hung out and just chilled, and that's about it. We try to make it like a monthly thing where we see them, because with all this COVID stuff, it's hard to get out, and so we try to go and see them. Their kids, they love us, so we like seeing them too.
I bet. So what are you gonna start us off with first? Because you're gonna play this time, right?
Yeah, I got some songs here. Got a few.
Anything from that album we talked about the other day?
Yeah, my new album. Yeah,
Oh, there's a new one.
the one that I had released, my second one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I thought you said you had another one that was coming on top of the other one that you already had.
So I've been working on some songs for that, with the whole COVID. It's been hard in the studio, and a lot of musicians, like, they've been holding off because a lot of places are closed down and you can't get in to do anything. And so all musicians are doing is just pretty much just writing and practicing.
Yeah, I know we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
It sounded like it really broke your heart that you couldn't do very much.
Had to announce on social media that they had to cancel a lot of their big festivals because they can't do it. The festivals won't do it. It's too much of a liability, and they said no. Let's just do this for next year. We can't do it. It's too much liability. It's too much of a risk.
Wow.
Yeah. That's like, oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, it does. What's the first song you got tonight?
We could probably do like more of a slower one to kind of get into things, I guess.
All right.
All right. This song I re-recorded. It was originally on the first album, but I really like the song a lot, and I improved the voice over the years. That I went back into the studio and re-recorded this song with more power in my vocals. So I'm actually really excited about the song. So I redid it and I'll put it on the new album that is out now. So it's all called You Know.
All right. You gotta go out with the wheelchair. I can't. Echo, torch on. Oh man, I look emo as fuck with this hair. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that little roller coaster ride that you just
No,
saw
that's
me
okay.
take the phone with. Whoa. As you can see, now I'm back safe in my little abode now. But, but I'll do the fake applause until for the moment. Again, I'm sorry I'm going all parkour all over the place, but as I said at the beginning of the show, blame my father for bringing a surprise on me.
Oh, it's okay.
10 minutes to showtime, but yeah, so Ashley was on the show previously, and the first go around was she didn't sing; it was more of an interview. But then again, there was also a little bit of miscommunication on my part. But those of you that didn't see that episode, she and I have the same taste music wise. Both of us have a big bands like Ghost and Marilyn Manson have a big impact on both of our lives. And pre-COVID days at shows, I mean, you'd see her dressed in like this badass Viking armor, and yeah, but she is one to really make an impact at her shows. It's incredible what you do.
Oh, thank you.
And I've been telling other singers on my show about that Aerosmith's, or did I really just fucking say Aerosmith? the I still get choked up and cry a little when I hear you when I mention that story up.
Oh, what story was that you were cutting in and out?
Yeah, my connection gets a little screwy outside of my house.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh my god, I look like Tyson from Scary Kids, Scaring Kids. Rest in peace, Tyson. But yeah, that was amazing how one of the original band members of one of the biggest bands in the world tells how he tells a 16-year-old girl her capabilities of what she can do. I'm really heartbroken you never got his autograph.
Yeah, we were all heartbroken pretty much. My parents were even kicking themselves after we went home. We didn't get home until like 1 a.m. And the next morning we were like, man, he just looked so familiar. And my mom and my dad was like, yeah, because Margie was the gal that we were at her house party, and she kept saying all night, like, Journey's here. And it finally hit us where my mom's like, you know what, I'm just going to Google image Journey just to see. And then sure enough, it was him. I mean, he looked the same as he did back then, except his hair was shorter. He didn't have a mullet, I guess, look.
Yeah. And she didn't even realize it was them at all.
They kept looking at him like he looks so familiar. Like they couldn't, their fingers couldn't snap. Like, who is this? But yeah, we found out later, and we did confirm with the owners of the house party, like, yes, that was who it is, that is the bass, or the one of, I don't know if he's a bass player, but one of the members of Journey that was there. I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, wow.
Yeah, if you guys go back to the last episode when she originally told me that, I almost bursted into tears.
He is a really humble, really down-to-earth person. Like, he doesn't walk around thinking he's better than anyone else. He's a very humble, down-to-earth person who will talk to anybody. He's not goody two-shoes like I can't talk to you. He'll talk to anybody. The fact he talked to a 16-year-old girl was amazing. So this guy was awesome, just inspiring, everything.
Yeah. That was just insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. And what's even crazier is that before he pulled this little surprise on me, I did a little small workout at my apartment gym, and that's another reason why I look like like Craig Mabbitt if he went underwater, because I was sweating up a storm. That's why my hair's a mess. Lordy. I'm thinking of more things. How about another song off that album? Okay, yeah, I can play it. And this one's called You're My Lover. Don't turn to waste and feel it inside. Getting chased, I'll bring you on this ride. Don't forget, bring you down and swallow the rest. To this yourself, you're my lover.
Shoot. Just something new I'm trying. Because I know you and the band probably are really missing hearing that stadium sound right now.
Yeah.
It's something because I know I was doing the claps before, but I said in one of my past episodes that from henceforth, every single after song, I'm playing that stadium sound effect because it's just genius. Now I know that your overall music sound is really in my ballpark. The classic, the rock, the metal, and everything else. But according to what I just researched, I know I see this was an Illinois thing, but you're a 4-time gospel artist of the year.
Oh, that was a gal that I actually personally know. Her name's Kathleen Reynolds, and she's a 4-time gospel singer. Really cool gal. I've known her since like 15. She's a really cool.
Oh, Kathy Reynolds. Oh, I thought I misread that. I thought that was you. That was the gospel artist of the year, and I'm like, wait a minute. I know. I've been hearing more Ghosts than I've been hearing Kirk Franklin. What's going on here? And you were even featured in a magazine that featured Avenged Sevenfold and Shinedown. That's incredible.
Yeah, I've been in. It's a European magazine. It's a worldwide online magazine, and I've been in magazine like 7, 8 different times with Korn, Avenged Sevenfold, Hailstorm, Seven Dust, Avenged Sevenfold, Shinedown, Good Charlotte, and the list keeps going on.
That's a European magazine?
Yeah, it's a European magazine, and it's an online magazine. It's a stencil magazine, and they put all the big acts in there, and it's pretty cool.
Makes sense. I mean, I talked about this last episode. My cousin's band in Michigan, Nagazi. I mean, they've been mostly doing little dive bars and little holes in the walls and everything else up in Michigan. But Michigan also has this thing called the Michigan Metal Fest, and they've gotten to be opening acts a couple of times for Hatebreed and Whitechapel before. So I'm kind of jealous of them for that. Because I still to this day, when I'm in the gym, I jam out to an Ashes Day Shall Reap at the top of my lungs to this day.
Yeah.
Born to play, running to succeed. And when I found out that my cousins were opening up for Hatebreed, I was like, I am so jealous, bro. I am so jealous. I love Hatebreed so much. So are we getting any closer to a possible? I mean, I know you got the albums you got now, but where are we getting closer to a new album?
I got
new stuff soon.
I got a couple of songs that I would like to record. I'm just waiting. With all this COVID stuff, it's just really hard with the restrictions stuff, trying to get the studio and record things and maybe a single. And definitely these two songs I've been working on. I would really want to get those recorded and push those on, see how I react to them, and continue to keep writing.
That's a start. That's a start. You got another one?
Another song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do another one.
I need to go get my dinner anyway. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Sick. Oh, all right, I'm back. I'm going now.
Okay, this one's another one off of the new album, Circle in My Mind. This is another song that I redid as well because I like this song so much and the structure of the song that I wanted to re-record the vocal and re-release it again. So this is another song that is off the new album.
Thank you, fake audience. So, what's your Have you had a little bit of a side hustle other than your music stuff?
Like what, like side music or
Yeah.
I work for an insurance company, State Farm.
Oh, you're a State Farm agent. That's what you're doing
Mm-hmm.
on weekdays. Interesting.
Yeah, there's something
Interesting.
to do and write music and do all that.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm a little different story, and it's also because of my disabilities too. I've been doing nothing but OJTs, which are like they're not full on jobs. They're like on job training
Mm-hmm.
for people with disabilities like I have.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's like a special little program.
That's cool.
I've flopped in almost most of them so far, but I didn't complain when I didn't pan out at them, because I mean I needed the money anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
I kind of used that as a motive.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were nominated for the Josies in Nashville. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of my little singer fam is located at. Wow, two of them. Wow.
Yeah,
What are you up for?
I was nominated for, I believe, Musician of the Year and I think Rock Song of the Year is what I was nominated for.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
To be honest, I didn't know the Josies did awarded rock songs. I thought it was a country thing.
There's some country, but they started, I think, putting more genres and stuff. And there's some pretty cool people there. I don't know if you watch Ghost Adventures much, if you know who the guys are on the Travel Channel.
Wait. We're talking about the band Ghost here or something else?
Ghost Adventures, like that Ghost Investigators on Travel Channel. There was a musician there that worked with Ghost Adventures, and his name's Bobby Mackey, and he has a bar that's haunted, and it's a famous bar here in the United States, and he was actually on one of their episodes, and he actually happened to be there, and it was really cool to meet somebody who was on this ghost show, and he owns this creepy bar, and he's this really cool musician, and it was just really cool to meet this guy.
Wow. Wow. The Mom sneezing is throwing me off my train of thought. I mean, I was at it's crazy because I've seen so many scary movies in my lifetime. I've even seen some scary movies alone in a theater.
like literally by myself and everything. And I've had nightmares for weeks that followed. But there's this thing that we in Florida have, at least in October, around the October, November months. Hang on, I'm gonna get my towel. It's called Howl-O-Scream, and I mean, there's two different little haunted, scary adventure things we have here. One of them is called Howl-O-Scream, and the other one is called Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. And I was at one of the Howl-O-Scream things once upon a time. It's at one of our big theme parks here called Busch Gardens, and you know, there's like people like dressed up in character trying to scare you and everything else, and make your heart jump and everything else. And you know, it's crazy because I can get through all of the Saw movies, all the Final Destination movies, all the horror movie franchises you can name out of the past decade and a half just fine. But when I went through the haunted houses that they have, and it goes like, and this was before COVID, of course, but you know, it was a whole line of people going very slowly, and you would be looking through all the stuff that's going on, and then out of nowhere, you know, I actually knew a couple of my friends from high school that actually were working some of the haunted houses there, and there was this one that I went in just to see if I could spot her in the haunted house and everything else, and it's like all my intense experiences with scariness went out the fucking window. I mean, you should have seen me. It was almost like I drank like 4 or 5 Red Bulls, and I was like hyper out of my mind. And when the scare would come unexpectedly, I squealed like a One Direction fangirl the entire time.
I'm kind of pretty much opposite. I'm more like, I'm very well aware of my surroundings, so I don't allow myself to get scared because I have other people I have to worry that are with me that I have to lead through the haunted house because they're too scared to move, and I have to be the one to get them through. So I'm very aware of my surroundings. So anything that pops out, it's like, oh, I saw you coming a mile away. Like, don't scare me, scare them.
Well, I guess that's where you're a step ahead of the game than me. Because I mean, there was my one friend that I knew from high school, and he was supposed to be one of these like zombie characters, and they were carrying chainsaws, actually. Not literal ones, not like the literal. There wasn't a whole bunch of leather faces, close quote. But you know, he was in character as one of the zombies or whatever, and he had like this, and he was carrying around his chainsaw, and he was like, "Hey, David," and he's got the chainsaw and everything else, and I'm just like, "Hey, dude, is that you? Dude, just don't." But I haven't been back ever since that I had that experience.
Yeah.
Somehow I can handle seeing every scary movie I could think of, and and just turning out just fine.
Yeah.
But when it's something that's haunted, even if it's not necessarily haunted with a thing like you were talking about,
Yeah.
somehow I can't do it. And actually, funny enough, I mean, I've only seen a couple of not a whole lot of horror movies alone in the theater all by myself. That rarely happens, but there was this one time I went to see the movie Unfriended, which, by the way, I actually have the poster of it right here at my desk.
Oh yeah.
And funny enough, and I think I know why this happened the couple of times it did. The movies I went to see when I was all alone in the theater by myself is because it was at a mall. Actually, it was like a movie theater in the middle of a mall, and apparently everybody that thought I was buying the coolest pair of platform boots at Hot Topic was more important than me getting through a horror movie all by myself. And but when I saw Unfriended, I mean I was making noise and everything, and I was like screaming at the thing for what was going on, and it wasn't until after the movie was over when Laura attacked the girl at the end, and then the credits came on and everything else. And then true story, I actually looked behind me. I don't know how long they were there. Okay, this is a true story, but I don't necessarily know how long they were there. They probably showed up right in the midst of when everything was going on. But there was a guy and his daughter, like a couple rows behind me, and then when I turned around and I realized they were there, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And the daughter pretty much just giggled like a schoolgirl at me, but the dad was really, really chill. He was like, "You all right? You all right, man? You good? You all right? Y'all good, man?" And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm totally not gonna have nightmares for the next possible week and a half. But yeah, I'm fine. It's like I guess I was kind of sort of lucky that it was that father and daughter. They just got a enjoyment out of seeing me go crazy when I was watching the thing. I guess I helped it make it a little less scary for the kid, which glad I could be the comedic help, but it was just crazy. It was just crazy. And even crazier, I posted a Vine. This was before Vine disappeared, but I posted this one Vine of like me in the theater before the movie started and there was no people around, and I was like screaming, and I was like saying, like, you know, I am screwed, and one of the actors from the movie, Will Peltz, who was the The long-haired one with the shirt and everything else, the blue-shirted one. If you go see the movie, you'll know who I'm talking about. But he actually followed me on Twitter after he saw that Vine.
That's
So
cool.
that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Heck yeah. I don't get too scared going through haunted houses. I gotta be the tough one to get everybody through. So I enjoy going to haunted houses, but I get a thrill out of them. It's funny to see the people that I'm leading through their reaction. I get a kick out of that. So it's not a waste for me to go to a haunted house so I get to see other people freak out, but I have to be the one that leads them through the dark and through the clown house and through this maze because they don't want to and they're scared. And I took my sister to one of our big haunted houses here in Illinois, Spook Hollow here in Illinois. It's like a 10-minute drive from us. It's like the #1 haunted house here in Illinois, and we know the owners and stuff, and they're really cool. They took us a tour of the place during the day so that we get to see how it all operated and how the system works and how this works and what hides here and what pops out here and what are hidden doors that look like a bookcase, a hidden door, or this wall that literally looks like a wall, but it's a hidden door. They had them everywhere, and they were telling us how they navigate through this whole haunted house to get to one room to another in a split second instead of trying to get through them. It was just a neat experience to kind of see all that kind of stuff. But I was taking my little sister. She had never been there. Took her through this haunted house. We went through the first part of the haunted, because this haunted house has 2 large houses, and then it has this, you go out in the woods, and they have like smaller houses out in the woods spread out. So you have to walk through the woods, and you get scared in the woods, and you go through smaller houses until you get to another big house. Well, the first house is I guess the main house of Spook Hollow, and we go through it, and she is crying at this point. I'm like, we've been in here for 5 minutes. There should be no reason for you to be crying, but she is. So I lead her out, and she goes, "Is that it?" I'm like, "No, we have more. We got to go through the woods, which you're going to get scared, and then you have the little houses out through the woods that are spread out that you have to go through, and then you have to go through the factory, which is the last large house of Spook Hollow." And she just looks at me, "You kidding me?" And she just starts bawling. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. We're not turning back now. We paid for these. We're not turning back. It's true. And she's
Signed up for this.
What's that?
Wow.
She's been going every year now. She still gets really scared, especially the clown part. She's terrified of clowns. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I guess that's the reason why I'm always the leader in everything, to lead everyone through, and you can see everything and get us through the mazes, and I'm terrified.
Yeah, you should have dressed like your Mel in your Metal Empress Viking getup, and you could have been like the heroic leader.
The cool thing about it is that since we know the owners, they've already told us that, and they told my little sister, like, if we want to be characters within the haunted house or anywhere a part of the haunt, they have problems going in, dressing up, and being wherever we want in the haunted house, factory, out in the woods, anywhere. Like, that is the coolest thing ever. Like, these guys are awesome. Giving us a tour of their place, showing us everything, how everything's made, how everything works, and where the control center is, and how they hit different buttons to make this prop go off or this sound go off. And it's really cool how it all is done. And they keep the main house and the factory kind of still stay the same. They may change a room here and there, but out in the woods, they change everything every year. It's a whole new theme. So they'll have like different houses that are all different themes. The pathway all different. Every year they'll keep changing that up with something new. And sometimes they'll keep adding stuff to their haunt. to the bigger houses if they wanted to expand it. But it's literally the best haunted house in the state of Illinois. They've won #1 best haunt. I don't know how many years in a row, but it's a great place. I recommend going and seeing Spook Hollow at Market Heights in Illinois. It's like a 10-15 minute drive from Peoria, Illinois, and it's worth it. It's worth the wait. It's worth it.
Yeah, and I could say the same thing about Hollow Scream in Tampa. I mean, I might have been there only one time, but I mean, because I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of like the commercials that they have for Hollow Scream. I don't know, they were kind of what's the word I'm looking for here? They're cool yet also cringe at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, and I've seen and a lot of my friends from high school were going there a lot, and I kept hearing about it, and they were talking about how cool it is, and but I said screw it, I'll give it a try. How could it be that bad? And I just don't know what happened to me that night. Because it's like my ears are professional enough to listen to like Cannibal Corpse without getting freaked out. I've managed to see movies in the theater and seeing movies in the theater all by myself and get creeped out and have nightmares and everything else when it was just me and nothing but me and everything else and all that. So I can handle that no problem. I can do all that, but even if it's a haunted house with everybody in characters at a very popular Florida theme park, I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it could be like you're now in the mindset. You're in their little territory. You're experiencing real life instead of seeing it on a screen. You're actually in it. So I guess that would be something that could be the difference is instead of seeing it on a television screen, you're actually in it. So it's like bringing all the phobies, scary stuff out. And
Actually, I'm gonna show you one of their commercials actually, just so you can get an idea of how cool / cringe it is. I just so happen to have YouTube open.
I'll start.
Oh,
You want to go first?
oh, I had.
There's so much you can find. The only thing you have is a little love you need.
Wait for it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I mean, I did like those commercials when I kept hearing about them, but I also kept having nightmares at the same time. You know, I mean, it looked a little too real for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like watching gore movies, but I have no problem watching like The Conjuring or Paranormal Activity. That stuff just doesn't bother me at one bit.
Yeah, because I've seen all of those.
Yeah.
There was one. I mean, the only scary movies that I've seen, there are very few scary movies that scar me or or just leave too big of an impact on my you know what I mean. But there have only been 3 that I know of that I've been scarred by, and that was one of them was Piranha, the movie with the killer fishes. The Midnight Meat Train, which actually has Bradley Cooper's in that movie, and I guess he's a like this artist at like an art exhibit trying to sell like his paintings or something. And meanwhile, there's this dude on a train that's doing stuff with a like a meat cleaver,
Mm-hmm.
and just and I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm slowly backing away from the computer screen. But the third one and this one, it's still kind of sort of sticks in my craw just a little bit. It's not so much the movie itself; it was the ending to the movie. Drag Me to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
When that end scene where this girl was and this guy were at the train stop, and then for some reason the guy pulls out a coin that the girl was very, very familiar with, and it freaked her out, and she kept saying like no, and she keeps backing up and backing up and backing up and backing up, and then next thing you know, she's lying on the train tracks, and then a train is coming her way, and then she like absorbs underground. She gets dragged into the pits before the train,
Yeah.
But that.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than those 3, I've been good. I was good for Saw. I was good for Final Destination. I was good for Freddy. I was good for Jason. But those 3, no bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno.
One movie I just won't watch, like just hearing it from people, and my little sister, 10 minutes of it, started bawling her eyes out. I don't know why she bawls all the time, but is The Human Centipede. I don't know if you've heard of that. Like, it sounds just really twisted and disgusting, and I don't care to watch it.
Yeah, I lasted about 20 minutes before I said hell no.
Yeah, my sister was over at like a movie night with her friends, and her friend like Cody with us, and she's like, okay, yeah, like he was kind of describing what the movie was, but he didn't go into the bad detail parts. He made it kind of sound like it was like a ghost movie. I don't know how to describe it to her, but she's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. First 10 minutes in, she starts bawling her eyes out. It's like, turn it off, and I think there's like 5 other kids there that said the same thing. They were screaming like, take this off. Why did you thought this was a great idea? This is horrible. So
yeah, there's no way. There's no way to like candy coat like candy coat a movie like The Human Centipede and be like oh, it's just about uh, human a human wearing a bug costume and he's in a bug costume and they show this beautiful little story, a little cartoonish thing, and it's a little centipede, but then it eventually like transforms into a butterfly and flies to all the pretty flowers and everything else. Like, no, you can't do that, especially when it comes to the Human Centipede. Like, don't even try it.
No, I'm just someone described it once. And like, I would never watch that. No, thank you. Just the name of itself, Human Centipede. Like,
No, there's no way to candy coat something like that.
No.
I mean, the same thing could actually be said about another movie that I know about that I think was one of the last movies well, it wasn't the last movie I saw before COVID, but it was one of the last ones. Wait. Hang on a second. Echo, what year did the movie Midsommar come out?
The film Midsummer was released about 2 years ago on July 3rd, 2019.
2019, yeah. Okay, so it wasn't the last one, but if you know the movie Midsommar, it's an A24 movie. That I consider them all the A24 films. Personally, I consider them to be like horror movie hidden gems, in my opinion. But they did this one movie called Midsommar, and when you look at the poster for that movie, actually, like I saw it, like when I saw it in the poster in like the theater and everything else. Yeah, let me show you a picture of what I mean. Where is it? Over here. I saw that, and when I first looked at it, I was like, okay, it's about a romantic couple that goes into like a little field and has a little happy fun time spiritual little experience.
mm-hmm.
And and then I was like, okay, I'll bite. I'll see what it's about. And okay, so basically, for those of you that don't know what Midsommar is, it's about this girl who I guess had a relationship towards the beginning of the movie, and they kind of wanted a little bit of an escape, and they find this I guess this Swedish guy that I don't know, it's been a while since I last saw it, but basically they go to this little field in the middle of nowhere, and it's all cute, and it's like they're all in fairy little dresses, and everybody's wearing flower crowns and everything else. And well, to make a long story short, at the end of the movie, all of the all the friends that there was this couple and a couple of friends that went with them, and by the end of the movie, all the companions were dead, and the woman was the only one alive at the end of the movie, and then the male interest was like in this like stuffed in this bear suit, and the little hut, and there was this little hut at the end that was burning up, and I don't know, you have to see the whole movie to understand, but don't let the look of that poster I just showed you throw you off, because
Very,
it's a lot more intense than you think it is.
very deceiving poster, thinking like, oh, it's going to be a happy movie, a great ending. Not.
Exactly. That's how they got me.
Very, very deceiving. The church.
I don't know. It's not necessarily the most fanboy friendly to describe in detail, but go watch the movie if you for those of you watching this, then you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna play another song while I go get another drink.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Almost. Oh. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. This song I'm gonna do the single of the album. This is called "What You Deserve." Break my heart and give me worth it. How can I get along? Maybe I was the one who was wrong. Get it alone. I know what you want, I know what you need. There is nothing that can come between. Hiding from the pain, every single night and day, waiting for the runaway. This is why you see the difference of me. The reason why you should come around to me. Why you let me sit alone. Get alone. I know what you want, I know what you need. There is nothing that can come between. Hiding from the pain, every single night and day, waiting for the right away. This is what I deserve. This is what I deserve. Can we love each other like we should? I know what you want, I know what you need. There is nothing that can come between. Hiding from the pain, every
Oh man. Ugh. Yeah, I'm getting full. And since this was what I went and got at the beginning of the show,
That was good.
it's yeah. Do they have Tijuana Flats in Illinois?
What's
You know
that?
what that is? Do they have Tijuana Flats in Illinois?
I don't think so.
Hmm. Well, Florida definitely has this restaurant. I don't know about Nashville or anywhere else, but they serve really good Mexican food. These nachos that I'm eating, these are it's like my favorite food item of theirs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, doused in nacho cheese and queso and everything.
That's some,
Yeah, and they even got like these little sauces. And what's funny about them is that they have like a little bit of a heat scale. They have like a whole bunch of different little like sauces, and they have like a scale of like how hot they are by because they have like four little faces. One's a smiley face, and that tells you it's like a little weakling sauce. And then there's another one that has like it's like a I'm trying to here. Let me show you what I mean. It's I can't necessarily explain it. I gotta draw it. Here, I'll show you. One of those that shows you it's like a middleweight sauce, like. And then there's another one that has like a face that's like crying. That's like a tearjerker. That's what they call it. But the spiciest one of all is the one where they have they have a face with like X's over their eyes, and it's like a really, really, really spicy sauce. That is a true story. True story here. I'm not making this up. It's a true story. The spiciest sauces are what they call Death Wish sauces.
oh,
Yeah. I tried one of those once. Never again.
yeah.
Never ever again. I have never tasted a sauce that made me douse an entire gallon of milk in one sitting.
I bet.
But these are delicious though.
Well, I bet.
Well, I might go crash on my bed in a bit, but so yeah, so I hope that the COVID thing lets up pretty soon,
Yeah.
and that we can get a little bit closer to hearing those that next new album you got.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be nice to get back to normal and going out and seeing shows. And I would like to go out and see other cool bands. It's just hard to do with all this craziness going on. So hopefully hopefully something changes here pretty soon.
Yeah. And I hope it gets you touring near me.
Yeah.
If not this year, next year.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. It's just up in the air with everything, and we're just, from what I hear, just like we're walking on eggshells. We don't know with COVID how it's going to be, what we can even do at shows. It's just hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know how my Nashville Singer fam does it, but somehow they're making it work.
Mm-hmm. I know, like the red states, they're more open than the blue states are, and we're a blue state, and so we're more restricted on what we can and cannot do. And I've heard if you're more in a red state, they either have very little restrictions or none at all.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of here with the stupid Antis.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his name, but that's what I call him. I don't know. Hopefully it gets you touring soon.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
Otherwise, I'll definitely be asking for you again later if I struggle to get any singers next month.
Yeah.
But you definitely, as you said, your goal is to be a humble best friend as well as a act nobody will ever want to forget. And you, last episode, definitely, you touched me in a very, very, very big way. In a way I'll never forget. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully I can have you again in March. We'll DM, okay?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So you have a good night, okay?
You too.
Thanks, all.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been running around since about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And I do again apologize for earlier. I told my dad, whatever funky business is going on, we need to have it done before showtime, and I'm very proud of myself. I could still make it work despite the everything else. But once again, the fun is definitely continuing this month. I think it's definitely going to keep continuing in March. I don't know about April or May or any of those months. May have a lot of reoccurring acts. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can. It's like I said. Maybe I can stretch this all year long, and I just don't know it yet. It's a good possibility. We'll see, because I definitely, I know I planted like about 10 different seeds within the past 2 days. And I haven't heard anything from anybody yet. I'm still waiting to see what sprouts, but okay. Now, tomorrow, well, I'll find a way, Josh. I don't know what way I'll find. I'm not necessarily a miracle worker here, but we're taking it a day at a time. A day at a time, at least. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a little bit earlier. It's going to be at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Mainly because my guest tomorrow is my first Singer fam that's in London time. Yes, mates, my first British. You're about to butcher the accent, man. Stop it. Hannah Dorothy. She's British. My first British Singer fan performance. And time zones are a little different between here and Florida. But tomorrow it'll be at 6 with Miss Hannah Dorothy. So I'll see y'all at 6 tomorrow. Hopefully no shenanigans or foul play. But I talked to Hannah the other day. She's very sweet. Very, very sweet. I think you guys are going to love her. Yeah. So, if you need me, excuse me, my full couch potato ass is probably going to go flop over there shortly. But, Ashley will be back. Maybe next month. We'll see. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with Miss Hannah Dorothy. Where's the end button on this thing?